even from other municipalities, because they said it is no longer being supported by TESDA. So it really put down our training populations to almost 80%, and it really has a big negative impact. So what I'm asking right now is maybe someday in the future we can meet together in a table discussion. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure how related this is, but when I was at the National Computer Center, we were driving a program called ICTL, International Computer Driver's License. This is a certification program for basic skills. That's the reason why the program of TESDA came out, because we needed a lower cost model to disseminate. But again, those are other models that you can look at. Yeah, those are other options to look at. There is a certification process for ICTL driver's license, which is globally recognized.
There's one last question.
Thank you. Morning, Patty, Mark Magsalin here, and to our guests. Just have a question regarding the BPO industry. And maybe perhaps if I can just get your opinion on this matter. Do you think that high school students or the BPO skills could be offered to high school students, particularly maybe as an elective in a textbook setting? And if so, how best would we prepare for that? And if not, what are the reasons?
Funny that you asked, because I'm one of the model schools. APC is one of the model schools implementing it, although this is not on the textbook track. We are really more on the humanities, social science, business track. What we have done, and we believe that, it was because of a strategic partnership with CHED, DepEd, for the academic programs, and PPAP, which is the Business Process Outsourcing Association of the Philippines. They provided all the rudimentary academic programs that we put together in compliance to both CHED and DepEd. When I say compliance to both CHED and DepEd, in the DepEd side, we incorporated the core subject areas for our 11 and 12 practice. For CHED, we have incorporated as well the college readiness assessment tool that will enable us to ascertain if they are ready for college. And for BPAP, they have created about 5 courses consisting of about 15 units, or a total of 15 units plus a 6-unit industry internship. Alright, that's for the academic program. We've also incorporated a series of assessment programs that enable us to tell, number 1, whether they are indeed ready for college, and number 2, whether industry will take them eventually. So we have, that will be a benchmark for us. We are using what BPAP says as GCAT, or the Global Competency Assessment Tool, which enables them to determine or to profile each of the students against the readiness of competencies identified by the industry. So that's an important component as well. The next component would be that BPAP had offered actually for their own industry practitioners to teach in school. Alright, so I'm also answering partly your question a while ago, when are we going to be trained? We did not wait for the training. We had BPAP agree to give us the practitioners to teach the courses that BPAP had created. That's one way of addressing your concern. And then finally, another aspect, another particular inclusion in the program is that we had students coming in from DepEd's alternative learning system, because we believe, from our count, from FLEMS, which is a study on population, there are about 26 million of those ALS potential who are not yet, who have not graduated high school. That means some of them are in high school, some of them are actually out of school. All right, which means that if you compute based on the capacity of our classrooms on a 1:40 ratio, that leaves us almost something like 13 million who are out of school. And therefore, I'm telling you this also because you were saying, hope they are also in the picture. And they are. So we have continued, we are now on that, on our first year of modeling. We've already passed on the first semester, so to speak, and we are now just getting into the second semester. And we took in another set of students for this. So, what has happened is that after one semester, there are two good things that happened to us. Number one, DepEd says that we were very systematic in our implementation and that the assessment tools were very important in continually assessing readiness of our students. And the third was the BPAP partnership because we hang on to them because eventually they will become our internship partners. So our students will eventually land into their companies. And finally, if they are good enough, they can be offered a job within a period of just 1 year more. Why 1 year more? Because the last semester of our curriculum says that they will be in the industry full-time, 8 hours a day for one whole semester, which is about 5 to 6 months. So we're testing the formula. We think it will work. Why? There's another good, there's another good news. The good news is that of this, 1/2 of our student populations now is already being eyed by our industry partners. All right, saying that they have entry-level skills that have already been developed in a span of 1 semester. Entry-level, DTR preparation, things like those, entry-level skills. We're happy about that, and more so the students are very happy because this is a life-changing experience for them when their aspirations have only been like becoming waitresses, stringing sampaguitas, and doing part-time jobs, doing selling, promo girls and stuff like that, or the men driving tricycles and stuff like that. Now, they have an opportunity to be in another environment, an environment that, number one, will pay them highly, and number two, will professionalize their ranks. So yes, it is possible. It can be done. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, if
Just one last before you close. This is just a plug. Before you go, please make sure you take along. We have a gift for you. There's some CDs outside. Please take along some CDs with you. These CDs will allow you to check out if you have a website or you know somebody who has a website that you like to view on the mobile. This website will allow them to build their own free mobile optimized website. Or what they can see what a mobile optimized website would look like using that CD as a tool. So I brought along a lot, so you can even take 2 if you have somebody to give it to. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just going to add that APC is the Asia Pacific College, in case you don't know. So that wraps up our session this morning. I'm not on a nickname basis with them, but we would like to thank Director Patty, Dr. Tata, and of course, Sir Timmy. Marami pong salamat. We're ready for lunch.